Welcome to Money Med School and the Resident Money Superpower Master Class. If you have ever felt crappy about your money situation as a resident, this is the class for you. Do you feel hopeless? Like, I don't have enough, so what's the point? Do you feel like there's no point in dealing with my money right now, I just have to wait until I'm attending so I actually have some money to deal with? Or do you think maybe, I didn't go into medicine to get rich, I went into medicine to help people, so maybe it's not a good thing to be wealthy? Or maybe you just think money stuff is really boring and really painful, really overwhelming. Well, we're going to get rid of all that mind trash, and you're going to learn how to master your personal finances as a resident and start building wealth right now, today, as a resident. You do not have to wait until you're an attending, and I'm going to show you just how easy it can be. All right, let's get to it. I'm so glad to talk to you about something that's really, really important, but no one ever teaches you, which is how to successfully manage your money. Whenever this topic comes up and I tell people I teach physicians how to master their money, the first thing people say is, "Oh, that is so needed." And I agree. Truly, I see personal finance as a personal wellness issue. Taking good care of your money is a key part of taking good care of yourself. My goal today for you is you will learn what you can do right now as a resident to maximize your financial situation and get perfectly set up for when you make 5 times more as an attending. You'll gain perspective and you'll learn a new way of thinking about your financial situation as a resident so that you're in a better, more positive space when it comes to your money. You will understand what personal finance is and what financial advisors do, and if, when you should hire one, so that you never get ripped off, aka pay the white coat tax. And most importantly, you're going to learn your number one resident money superpower and how to use it so you can start building wealth right now. So why should you care about this? Okie dokie, let's see. Is this you? Let's see. You think there's nothing you can do about or with your money right now because you're a poor resident. So you think you have to wait until you're an attending to actually do anything with your money. In the meantime, you just have simmering anxiety about student loan debt, interest piling up, and how you'll afford anything, and just throwing vacations on credit cards, hoping to pay it off when you're done training. Or maybe you just think dealing with money sucks. It's boring, it's confusing, overwhelming, you don't know where to start. So even if you did think you could do something about it, you wouldn't know where to begin anyway. You don't think that you went into medicine to deal with money. Or maybe there's an ethical dilemma in it for you. You think it's wrong, greedy, or immoral to care about money as a doctor because you went into medicine to help people. Not true, and here's why. None of these things are true. First of all, I don't make any money. Well, when it comes to that, as a resident, your income is actually above what most people in the U.S. make. And soon it will be in the top 1% of what most people in the U.S. make. You do not have to wait until you're an attending because taking good care of your money matters now, and you can do way more than you think you can. You don't have to wait until you're making 6 figures to actually start working with your money. In fact, it's best to learn now because the sooner you put these skills to use, the more wealth you can build. Successfully managing money is just a skill set. If you can't manage $5,000, you can't manage $100,000. You do not need more money to be able to manage money. You need to understand how to do it, not have more in order to do it. Money sucks. Money stuff isn't boring once you learn how to grow your money. Personal finance is not even a fraction as complex as medicine. We approach it like it's as hard as being a doctor. No. Once you learn the rules and you set up a system for yourself, you can easily stay on top of your finances. It's wrong to be rich. Helping people and being wealthy are not mutually exclusive. In fact, the more wealth you have, the more people you can help with it. As Elle Woods said, the rules of hair care are simple and finite. Well, so too are the rules of personal finance. They're simple, limited, and you don't need a financial residency to learn how to apply them. Today, I'll teach you everything I wish I had known when I was a resident. so that you can get a leg up now and harness your number one resident money superpower. This is the series of talks I wish I had gotten back in the day. Knowing this information would have saved me a lot of time and money and would have given me the confidence to see that I can in fact do this, and I wouldn't have spent so long as a money ostrich hiding my head in the sand. Over this several-part series, you're going to learn all of these cool things. So, who am I? Well, I'm a hand surgeon. I'm trained in plastic surgery and general surgery. I am a self-described money nerd. I used to be a money ostrich, keeping my head in the sand with all things money. I couldn't bear to look at credit cards or bank statements. I was afraid that if I looked at a statement, I would see I didn't have enough. Or if I looked at a credit card bill, I'd see that I'd spent too much on something dumb and then I'd feel bad about it. Or worse, that I'd forgotten to pay the bill on time and incurred a completely avoidable late fee. My approach to my personal finances was to try to live within my means, hold my breath, and worry about it. I do not recommend this. I put my student loans on forbearance for my entire training, which turned out to be 10 years. Also, 0 out of 5 stars, would not recommend. And because of the way I approached money, I had zero confidence that I could manage it successfully. So I hired a financial advisor. I learned a lot from that experience. Ultimately, that I didn't need a financial advisor. Bartholomew, as I call him, he did help me in some ways, but he cost money in others. So how did I get interested in all this stuff? Well, my interest was piqued when I came across a webinar about options trading of all things. As I learned about the stock market, I started wondering, hey, what does good old Bart have me invested in? And when I looked, I saw that a lot of his investments left a lot to be desired. They were not making much money. They had a lot of fees. But you know who was making money? Bart. Yeah, even if your investments don't make money, your financial advisor does. They can make more money off your money than you do. Once I realized that, I fired Bart and I figured out how to invest myself. It's shockingly simple. And since I'm a busy person, I set up a personal finance system for myself. It keeps me on top of all my money with a once-a-month check-in. And now I teach other physicians how to use this system as well so that we can all reach financial wellness. But before I was all of this, just like you, I was a resident, complete with that signature trauma look. Okay, let's get started. First of all, what is personal finance? Most people think it's investing, or maybe it's saving for retirement, or maybe it's just disability insurance, or maybe it's just a bunch of finance bros out getting Chipotle for lunch. If you have not seen this Instagram account, it's fantastic, at Midtown Uniform. So most people think personal finance is investing. Yes, it is investing, but there's more to it. You have to start by knowing how much money you have and where your money is. That is called cash flow. It's the I's and O's of your money, and it's like having a LoJack on your money. You know where it is at all times and what it's doing, and if it's working for you. Is it wasting away, neglected in a 0.0000002% interest bank account? Or is it busy keeping a roof over your head and keeping the lights on? Debt strategy is another big part of your personal finances. Notice I say debt strategy and not debt killing or debt eradication. That's because debt is a tool, and when you know how to use it, it can actually help you invest more powerfully. That's right, debt can help you build wealth. Once you're on track building wealth, it's important to have a way of protecting it. Protection from what? Damage, theft, loss from taxation or lawsuits. This is where insurance comes in. So insurance can protect you against most of these except for tax loss. These include life insurance, disability insurance, home and auto insurance, malpractice insurance, health insurance, and umbrella insurance. You can protect your estate from litigation and tax losses with protective entities like LLCs and trusts. And you want to shield as much of your income as possible from taxation by working with a tax attorney or a tax strategist to set these up. These 4 components are all important, but the most important and most overlooked component of personal finance is mindset. Make no mistake, money is an emotionally loaded topic. How you think and feel about money determines your beliefs around money and your behavior toward it. And your behavior determines your outcomes. Each of these areas has their own way of getting to you and kicking up your issues. For example, when it comes to debt, all right, who here feels great about their student loans? Yeah, I'll wait. Just kidding, because I would be waiting until the end of time. Because most of us feel terrible about our loans. They're too big, it's too much. How will I ever pay it off? We may even feel physical sensations, like a weight on your shoulders, an anvil around your neck. Not particularly positive emotions, right? Or, from my story, I couldn't look at my credit card statement because I'd feel bad about buying something I shouldn't have bought, or forgetting to pay my bill on time. I would shame myself about it. Or in my example at the beginning when I mentioned maybe you feel hopeless about your money situation as a resident because you don't have enough and you feel like there's no point. Guilt, shame, hopelessness. These are all very common money feelings. And how successful do you think you'll be if you approach a problem with an attitude of hopelessness? You probably won't be successful because if you think it's hopeless, you'll never even start. What if you approached with curiosity instead? What if you thought, hey, I don't know how to do this, but what if it's possible to build wealth right now instead of waiting until I'm attending? When you ask questions, it opens doors. Asking questions leads to getting answers. So can you see how this approach would set you up for success? And can you see how your money mindset will affect how you manage your money? Money is deep. Here are for a few personal finance myths. You'll never build wealth if you buy avocado toast and lattes. This is the ultimate millennial shaming line, or a variation of this, what I call Tesla shaming. You can't buy a nice car if you want to get out of debt or invest. Truth, it's not about the lattes, people. You can build wealth and have nice things too. Another myth. Debt is bad. It must be paid off immediately. The truth, debt is neither bad nor good. Debt is a tool. It is a way to buy money, and you can use it for things like investments. Another myth, you can't invest until you paid off all your debt. Not true. In fact, this is a damaging myth because although sometimes you want to prioritize paying off debt, much of the time you want to do both at the same time. Because the longer you wait to invest, the less you make from investing. I love this picture because this is like the ultimate dilemma. Should we enjoy our lives and have brunch, or should we do nothing fun and save money? The truth is, you can live your life and have fun and save money. You do not need to eat a sad bowl of cereal at home in order to invest. And if you haven't seen the books by Michelle Rial, you should really check out her work. It's really fun. Okay, so now that you know what personal finance is, what do you do with that information? How do you actually get started getting your financial ducks in a row as a resident? What are the steps to take right now? These are the 5 most important steps you need to take in order to start building wealth as a resident and to set yourself up for success when your income increases as an attending. Number 1, build a positive money mindset. Number 2, know your cash flow. Number 3, have a debt strategy. Number 4, save an emergency fund. Number 5, start investing. Yep, I said it, start investing now. This is where you'll put your super special resident money superpower to use. When it comes to wealth protection, most of that is not going to apply until you become an attending. That's because right now, as a resident, you have life insurance already as a benefit, you have some disability insurance through your program, and the expense of buying a disability insurance policy isn't really worth it right now. Plus, if residency is your only source of income, then you're not really ready for tax strategies yet. So we'll put wealth protection on the back burner for now. Right now, your priorities are: get your head right about money, know how much you have and what you want to do with it, figure out a plan for your student loans and credit card debt, save an emergency fund, and start investing. To make it easy, there is a separate video for each one of these topics, and I'll see you there. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe to the Money Med School channel. If you ever have any questions, please feel free to email me at jwagner@moneymedschool.com. You can find me at moneymedschool.com, on Instagram at moneymedschool, on Facebook at moneymedschool, and here on YouTube at youtube.com/kc moneymedschool. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe to the channel, Money Med School.